So guys, now let's talk about this history of the Active Directory from where it's originated. So first, Windows introduced this NT server, new technology, and with this they have introduced a separate operating system for server side for managing services. As you can see, this is called NOS operating system, network operating system. So this is installed on the server computer, which have very high powerful configuration, and then in this server they will use to query the information about the clients, and also clients request the queries about some information and this server will give. So it is introduced in the 1990s. I don't know particular year, but just year is not important. So then onwards they have implemented this NT-NOS operating system on Windows Server. Then this NOS operating system has limitations. So that is, it can only generate up to 40,000 objects. So whether if you want to create users or computers, printers, groups, etc., all you can do is up to only 40,000 objects only. So overall count you can create is 40,000 objects. If your organization is small, then it's okay, 40,000 is fine. But if any big organization want to use this NOS, then they have so much limitations because the 40,000 objects may not be sufficient. So that's why what they have done is they have removed this NOS and they have created the X.500 directory services. So this supports more than 40,000 objects. And you can see here this is the diagram. Sorry for not making PowerPoint presentation. So this is the client, and connected to these servers, two servers, we have X.500 servers, and this client will ask for information using this DAP, directory access protocol, and the servers uses directory service protocol. So using this DAP, client will connect to the server and query for any information he wants. So this is very good one, X.500. It has overcome the limitations of this NOS operating system. So this is the directory services, X.500. So this X.500 uses OSI model as a reference. So OSI model it uses for interaction and communication. Then in the early 2000 or 1995 to 2000, then this TCP/IP model has been implementing in all the devices and all over the network. So this became very tough to handle, and also data replication, database replication from one server to another server is very low across this X.500 directory services. So if this server want to send database to this server and want to replicate, so this takes more time. So whenever you have so much of replication going on, then this X.500 is not considered as a good one. So that's why they have implemented this LDAP middleware. LDAP stands for Lightweight Directory Access Protocol. So this is like middleware between the client and the X.500 server. As you can see, first client sends using the TCP/IP because the computer used by the client has been implemented the TCP/IP. So this request will be converted into the OSI model using this directory access protocol, because all of the computers and at the 2000s using this TCP/IP model. So then the request will be converted into the OSI model, because this layers will be understood by the X.500. So that's why this LDAP daemon process have been installed on this middleware server, so to convert this TCP/IP packet into the OSI packet. So now this X.500 server understands the request and processes that request and send the response. So up to now this was very fine. So they have got much idea that to mix these two services. So we can remove this middleware and implement this in the server. Then this Active Directory came into place. Active Directory is like a phone book, it is not any service. Active Directory uses LDAP services. So there is a recent update, LDAP version 3. So this LDAP version will be installed along with this Active Directory. So Active Directory is like a phone book. It contains every object's information and the data. And this LDAP client access this data using this LDAP services. And also this Active Directory will uh, I mean like will ask for any other information on the client, printers, computers, etc. using this LDAP. So LDAP is a services that are installed on the Windows server. So that's all for this video. I hope you have understood this history. Just we need to notice this: there is a NOS operating system which has some limitations, and overcoming that NOS operating system there is X.500, and then it's have been very it also have some limitations like data slow replication and also the OSM model. Then onwards the LDAP uh, came into the way, and this LDAP has been implemented as a middleware, and then they have mixed these two into single whole system.